Breaking news, peeps. Now, it's not a shocker, but it's breaking news. Donald Trump and the Republicans' big, ugly bill has passed the House, and it's now headed over to Donald Trump's desk for his signature. Once he signs it, it then becomes law. I wanted you all to know some of the things that this bill will do, so I went on over and had a conversation with Alfred, and these are some of the things that he listed and how this bill will affect us Americans. I've got it up over here on the big screen, so let's go through it, shall we? It adds $3 to $4 million to the deficit. It raises taxes on the poor and the middle class. That's us, the poor and middle class. Our taxes will increase. But meanwhile, it cuts taxes for the millionaires and billionaires, the ones who don't need it. Yeah, they'll get a tax break. Okay, 3 million people will lose access to food assistance. And that includes, they cut free lunch programs for children. Yeah, but they love the kids. They want to protect the kids. They cut free lunch programs for children. That's gone. Okay. Medicaid will be cut by $800 billion, which means 16 to 20 million people will lose their Medicaid coverage. Medicaid coverage, for those who manage to hold on to their coverage, yeah, it'll be reduced for the poor and the disabled. Whatever services you were getting, yeah, there's going to be a reduction in that. Okay, those of you who have been able to get healthcare coverage through the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, yeah, the subsidies for Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act, those subsidies will be cut. That was a part of the bill. Energy costs, all of our energy costs will increase across all 50 states. Yeah, that's in the bill. Okay, it increases funding for ICE raids and those concentration camps like down in Alcatraz. What is it? Alcatraz. Yeah, we're going to see more of those because there's more funding for raids and to build those concentration camps. Okay, all of the changes that we've been able to make because of climate change programs through the federal government, yeah, that's gone. Yeah, all of that is gone. It's defunding Planned Parenthood. Yeah. Doesn't say specifically, Alfred doesn't say specifically what's being defunded, but abortion care, I promise you that will be a part of that will be defunded. You won't be able to get abortion care through Planned Parenthood. And it also mentions, Alfred also mentions that no tax on tips that they keep pushing out there as this great benefit because of this bill, yeah, once it's implemented, it ends after 3 years. So it's temporary. It's temporary. Meanwhile, their cuts, the tax cuts for the millionaires and billionaires, those are permanent. Yeah, those are permanent. Yeah, and Donald Trump keeps talking about the no tax on Social Security benefits. That's a lie. That's not in the bill. Alfred points that out for whatever reason. Yeah, no tax on Social Security benefits. That is not true, although it's being touted as part of this bill. Yeah, that's a lie. Those are the big things that Alfred pointed out. Yeah, and all of this, if you read Project 2025, then you know all of this was in Project 2025. Now, to those of you who are going to ask, when does this go into effect? I just did a video. I'm going to mention it in this video. The Republicans are conniving, sniveling, evil snakes, right? This will go into effect. We will begin to feel the effects of it after the midterms of 2026, right? They timed it that way so that if Democrats take control of the House and the Senate, they'll be the ones in control. And so Republicans will begin a campaign to blame Democrats for the chaos that this bill that they passed will cause. And then another portion of the bill, I don't know which portion, will go into effect after 2028. And so whatever goes into effect, and if the Democrat wins the presidency, the Republicans will then blame the Democrat president for all of the chaos as a result of this bill that they just passed in 2025. I promised y'all in the video that I did talking about that I won't let you forget. I will not let people forget that the harm, the chaos, the confusion that is coming our way. I will be here to remind you, God willing, that it was as a result of this bill that the Republicans in the House and in the Senate passed overwhelmingly, and Donald Trump, the Republican president, signed it into law. I'll be here, God willing, to remind you and all of the MAGA nuts how this hurt, harm, and chaos truly came about. Okay? All right. I'll see y'all later.